Yo, how long has it been since we got another Happy Gilmore? It's been what, almost 30 years. It's funny. It's I thought it was hysterical. Not as close as the first one, but I was glad to see my boy Sandler back on the screen. And to me, it's what, been a minute since we've seen him. I I thought it was funny. I was glad to see him come back as one of my favorite characters that he's done. And he brought back the jersey and everything. On point, bro. The cameos, there was a lot. There was a lot of cameos. There was a few that I liked that he had show up in there, like Eminem for one, and Post Malone. I liked how he brought some of the OG cast back. I hate that Chubbs wasn't in it. I was kind of hoping Chubbs would be in it like everybody else. But yeah, I was hoping Chubbs would be in there. I was glad to see Shooter. I was glad to see Shooter and Ben Stiller come back as their characters. To me, besides Sandler, Shooter and Ben Stiller were hysterical. Like I said, I enjoyed it. To me, yeah, it's worth a watch. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. Yeah, like it had some moments that I liked. I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't know who's seen it, who hasn't. Um, I was some parts had me in hysterics, especially when him and Sugar run into each other. They come back to like. I liked that, and I liked how he like paid tribute to Chubbs and Cameron Boyce, which was pretty cool that he done that. Especially for Cameron Boyce, who plays in Grown Ups with him. Um, 2 hours sounds like a pretty good runtime for him, though. To me, it's worth the watch. It's funny. It's I don't know if it was worth the 29-year wait, almost 30. I think if he was going to do this, he should have waited 30. He should have had it come out next year, and that would have been worth the wait. I thought it was worth the wait. Now, I was just in shock that I had heard he was coming out with another Happy Gilmore. But I thought it was cool that he obviously come back, had kids with the girl. What was her name? Can't remember her name off the top of my head. Married her and had kids. And it was interesting to see. And to me, Sandler is, in my book, he's comedic gold. He's got he's one of those ones that have like a great line to my funny bone. Like I loved like the references to the first one. I think that was cool, and how like if you know Sandler as well as I do, like in his movies or seeing enough of his stuff, you know, you know. Which I just thought was cool how he had Bad Bunny as his caddy. That was funny to see. Something like the cameos were funny to see, like Eminem, Post Malone especially, but who else was there? Haley Osment was fun. It was funny to see. Somehow like how he has connections to some of these people and how like that he got them in there. I just seen an interview of his where he was talking about getting Eminem to come in there, but Eminem was probably my favorite cameo that he had. But it's to me, the man does not look like he's aged at all. Maybe a little older compared to the first one. To see Ben Stiller doing something else besides being at the nursing home and how he asked about grandma was funny. But to me, it's funny to see how he kind of like has he's back. Some of the OG cast or what he could get is back for this one. To see him reprise his role is probably it feeds the inner child of me that grew up on watching his movies. To watch like how to watch how he can be funny and he can be serious in some things. That's why I love everything he's done because he can be funny, but he can also be serious. That's why I'm a fan of his because he can make you cry in a heartbeat. But yeah, he can make you cry laughing at the same time. So that's why I love this dude so much because he can balance that teeter totter. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make you cry too, or laugh till you cry, but I can also make you cry your eyes out at the same time. But to see him come back as Happy, it's probably it heals my soul a little bit, to be honest, because to see him come back and play this role and still see he can be funny like he was in the first one. It's If you guys have not watched it, go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's worth the watch. My brother watched it. He even thought it was funny. And he was like, yeah, you were right. It was pretty funny. He's like, he thought like I did. He's had the same thought process with me on this as I do. But the only thing is, I have to agree with my brother on this. He even wished that Happy would have done something with Eminem instead of the kids. If you know, you know. Which I have to agree with him on that. And it's funny, but some of the characters, you can tell they look like they aged. And then there's some like Adam over here that looks like they haven't aged. They may look a little older, but they look like they haven't aged. But if I had to rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10, a 12. I'd give it a 12. Because, I don't know if it's because I'm a Sandler fan, but to me it's funny how they reference a lot of things, like from the OG and some like other characters they reference. It's funny. But yeah, I generally really liked it. It's worth the watch. I had to go back and rewatch the first one. And I've been going around going, good for Happy Gilmore. Oh my. So, just about all week I've been quoting Happy Gilmore. But I really enjoyed it. I watched it again over the weekend. I watched it Friday. I watched it again earlier. To me, it's worth the watch. If you guys haven't watched it, I think whoever hasn't watched it would enjoy it. It's a good family movie. If you're my age and you have kids, I say anything that this man has done is worth having your kids watch. I think he referenced SNL. You guys know that's where he pretty much started, and he references that. And like, it's touch and go, hit and miss on his other ones that he's like work he's done, but it's definitely worth the watch. It's a 12 in my book. So I might see if what my dad thinks when he watches it. I might throw that little tidbit in there, but we'll see. I may not. I might just go ahead and post this whole video. But yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, take 2 hours out of your day and sit down and watch this, whether it's breakfast or even dinner. I say watch this. It's a good family movie, I think. Even my mom watched a little bit of it, and she was like, so this, I'm like, girl, you need, it's Sandler. It's Sandler. But yeah, to see this man back to doing what he likes to do and how relevant and true he stays, like, to the real world, which I think is pretty neat that he does. And that's why he's like in my top five favorite actors, because he can relate to the real world in some things, but yet make it funny. And that's why I enjoy watching his movies. Anything he's in, that's why I enjoy just about all the stuff he does. If you know, you know. If you're a fan of his like I am and grew up with the man, then yeah. And in the way this plays out and portrays Happy, it's cool to see how, like, the way the first one ended and then this one come to be, it's pretty neat. And it was cool to see how you've seen how he was in the first one, and for him to become like a family man in this one was pretty neat to see, which was pretty cool. Did he need to do another one? Probably not, but if he was gonna make a prequel, a second one, adults to another one, I would say this one out of all of them. But it's cool. I thought it was funny. And interesting to watch, to see how, like, it played out, how he developed Happy in this one, and how, like, different scenarios played out, which was neat. And how each of the characters that he had in the first one showed up, and they were doing different things now, and so was he, which was neat. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, it's worth a watch. It's hilarious. But like I said, I love how they go back and forth with the first one. They reference a lot. I enjoyed it. So, if you guys haven't watched it, it's over on Netflix. So, go watch. Like I said, I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, a 12. But I'm a Sandler fan, so just about anything this man does, I'm gonna watch. If you tell me he's dropping a movie tomorrow, tell me where, tell me when, I'm watching. You best I'm gonna be watching. Even if I have to work, I'm gonna be watching. Or if I'm off the day it comes out, the day it drops, you best believe I'm gonna watch anything this man right here is done. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you've seen it, what you like, what you didn't like. Let me know in the comments.